That's because you guys aren't doing your job. And why aren't you doing your job?
Just a little reluctant to make them feel how we feel.
You do not want to treat them the way people who look like this have treated you. Wouldn't it be nice if white folks felt that way about people of color? They are doing unto you as you have never done unto them as a group. Yeah. I want you to think about that. Why aren't you doing unto them as they have done unto you? Why aren't you doing your job?
Exactly what she just said in terms of I have been discriminated in school and stuff growing up.
Yeah?
For me to turn around and do it, two wrongs don't make a right. So I don't want to do the same thing.
Well, you said that you were going to cooperate and give them the opportunity to feel how it is to walk in your moccasins.
Yeah, I know I did.
Oh, Great Spirit, keep me from ever judging a man until I've walked a mile in his moccasins.
Yes.
You have a chance today to help these people to walk in your moccasins. You have a chance to help that prayer to be answered. You have a chance to help these people to learn something in ways that, yeah, are unpleasant, because walking in your moccasins is damned unpleasant, unless I'm very much mistaken.
I thought that chore or that instruction.
My expectations for the exercise were low, and I thought it was going to be a wash, quite frankly. I thought we weren't going to get the responses that white folks need to see in order to really relate to what's happening. I didn't have to worry. Jolly boy, are you a blue-eyed boy?
I don't see myself or think of myself as a blue-eyed boy.
Oh, give a continental damn. Why don't you see yourself as a blue-eyed boy? Why is that so hard for you? Oh, my
How
God.
you see me, I don't see myself as being.
You have blue eyes and you're
A boy. That makes you a blue-eyed boy.
I guess I'm just wondering why it's so difficult for you to be honest. When you say, I don't look at myself as being a blue-eyed person, or I don't look at that person, I don't look at that person as being brown.
I don't.
Well, you should.
Something? Can I ask you something?
But why should I?
Because I am.
It's not really. I'm not saying.
You can't even acknowledge the fact, or don't want to acknowledge the fact that I'm an Indian. You see me as you see everybody else, and that alone is insulting and patronizing. And Joe, trying to explain with his academic learning that trying to convince us that he doesn't feel superior to us. Color doesn't mean anything to you, Steve.
But that's you're making assumptions about a person that you've never met.
I'm making assumptions based on your
Wait.
comments and your actions.
Wait, listen to what he just said. You're accusing him of making assumptions about people he's never met before.
Not people.
About a person he's never met before. Have you ever had that experience? Has any white person ever made assumptions about you even though they've never met you before as an individual?
Yeah.
Have you ever had that experience? Have you ever had that experience? Have you? Yeah. And you, all of you, you've all had that experience. This is a new experience for you?
The point that I was trying to make with Ernest and Jane was that I don't think about myself as being white or blue-eyed. It's never an issue. For me, in my life experiences, someone else being of different color or race from myself has never been an issue. It's something that, honestly, I don't think about. It's not important to me.
I have a feeling that you don't like being singled out this way, and I have a feeling that you, as you said, you don't like being treated unfairly by people who don't know anything about you. Is that, in essence, what you said? Oh, don't give me a speech, just yes or no.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, now, you don't like it. You don't like it for however many hours this has been. Would you like it for a lifetime?
No, I wouldn't like
No?
that for a lifetime.
Would you like it for a lifetime?
No.
Have you had it for a lifetime?
Pretty well, yes.
Have you had it for a lifetime? How old are you?
50.
50. You've lived half a century. So for half a century, you've been going through this nonsense. Every day, unless I'm mistaken.
Almost.
Almost every day. How old are you?
I'm 40.
40. And you've been going through this for 2 hours. Do you think he's comfortable right now?
I don't believe so.
Oh, I don't believe so. Would it be difficult to be comfortable in this situation?
I find it uncomfortable.
Why do you find it uncomfortable?
Empathy
Empathy. Who are you empathizing with?
with Steve.
With
and
Steve? Why don't you stick up for him?
I don't want to be made a the center of attention.
There it is, right there, isn't it? Do you want me to do to you what I'm doing to him?
No.
No, so how do you avoid that?
Answer quickly.
Answer the questions, answer them quickly, maintain a low profile, and learn to conform. Be a good bluey. Because as long as I'm doing this to him, I'm not doing it to you. Now, if this group of blue-eyed people won't stick up for their own, in this situation, then does that give you much hope for them deciding to put a stop to racism in this province? Not much hope there, is there? The only thing necessary for perpetuation of evil is for good people to do nothing. And that's what you're all doing. As long as I'm on him, I'm not on you. You, and you. And you're protecting your own asses.
They have to go through this, but at the end of the day, they get to go home. We still have to go through this day in, day out, and so does our children. And it's hurtful when you have children that your kids, for a birthday party, kids don't come because you're Aboriginal and you're brown. Your kids take candies to school to make friends, just to make more friends. And it's not going away, but you guys can make a difference. By being on the other side of the fence, you guys get to see what it's like for one day, for a few hours. But we live with it day in, day out.
Some of my family members say things that are completely bigoted. Some of my friends, I don't want to be around them when someone of First Nations walks into the room or the restaurant because you know they're going to make a comment. I have been in situations before where I've kept my mouth shut. It's going to be hard to stand up for people and say, don't say that or don't do that to this person, but I have to.
I think for a person of color to overcome all the years of conditioning of sitting back and taking it, and in that moment to put themselves out there and say, here's what I'm feeling, here's what has happened to me, I want you to listen to this, and force that upon a white person, takes a lot of courage. I hope they realize what the repercussions could be for them when people in Canada see that film. Unless Canadians really are all nice. But if they were, I wouldn't be here now, would I?
The Passionate Eye will return to Indecently Exposed after a short break and news headlines.
Who's that?
The Passionate Eye now continues with Indecently Exposed,
There's no way you can win here.
an explosive, reality-based documentary.
Am I doing a job on you? Yeah. And is there anything you can do about it? No. And are you liking it?
Anti-racism expert Jane Elliott challenges attitudes towards Native Canadians.
I find it patronizing and insulting that you don't see me as an Aboriginal man.
We still have to go through this day in, day out, and so does our children.
Indecently Exposed, the director's cut.
Blueies believe in, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. How many of you profess to believe that?
I do.
You do. Oh, my goodness. Now, then I guess that the way you as a group have treated or have allowed other people to treat people of color is the way you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
Your denial of this man's reality this morning is what you want for you out of all people.
I'm not denying Ernest's reality.
How many of you think he is denying his reality still? See, you don't have to quit being defensive.
I was not making a comment
Were you
about...
being defensive?
Oh, I suppose.
Are you defending your actions now?
But that's just it. There's no actions taking place in
Are
in
you
this,
defending your
in
words
this
now?
environment. There are no actions taking place
Are
in this
you
environment.
defending your words now?
That is the next step and the only step that matters.
Are you defending your words now?
I'm defending my words, yes.
Is that an action?
Yes.
Of course
So
that's
is
an
that
action.
as far as we're going to take this? Is the action of the mouth?
Well, that's as far as you want to take it.
Wait a minute now. Let me
but
say
be
something to
careful.
you. Let me say something to you. Words are the most powerful weapon devised by humankind. We destroy people with words all day, every day. We put people in penitentiaries because of the use of words. We take white folks, take brown-skinned people who are in trouble in town late at night, our law enforcement people, take them out onto the prairie and set them down and say, walk home.
We put our hope and trust in our politicians to deal with things like that, to deal with accusations of Saskatoon police picking up drunk Aboriginal people and dropping them off to freeze to death. Whether it's in the police station, whether it's at social services, or whether it's at the corner store. I keep saying this, racism is alive and well in this community, and that's a cold hard fact.
What would you do for one of these people if they were in a spot? What would you do? They don't look like you.
There are people here that will walk out of this door telling themselves that I'm not like that. I'm not like that. I'm not a racist. Feeling that and believing that, they are not even going to have their minds open to listening to some of the experiences that we have had. I have experienced racism in every form, including physical violence. And the worst thing that an individual can do is, I would rather know that a person is racist and shows it than a person who denies it and does nothing.
I went in with an idea of myself being very liberal, open-minded, able to step back and see the situation from another person's perspective, to be able to walk a mile in their shoes. For me, that really changed my perspective and made me realize some of the little subtle things that I had done that I never really thought about and I never really concerned myself with are now front and center. I mean, little things mean the world.
The items on this test are taken out of the First Nation and Indian experience. Obviously, since you Blueies know everything about everything, particularly Joe, you will be able to pass this test. But it amazes me that children of color succeed, because if you constantly put the kinds of obstacles in their paths that we do, they must have tremendous skill, tremendous ability, tremendous characters to be able to succeed in spite of what we do to them. And I can't understand how any white child ever fails. For a white male to fail, he's got to really work at it, because the system is set up for him to succeed. All right, people, let's correct these tests. Michelle, what's your score? 20. 20? 20 out of 20? Woohoo! Who has Joe's paper?
I do.
What do you get?
6.
You're not serious.
If this says Joe.
You're serious about it saying Joe, aren't you? And he did only get 6 right? That's something to smile about? This is called indecent exposure. You are indecently exposing yourself. Go get your paper. Don't you dare! How many people in your country, how many of the dropouts are brown-skinned people?
A very high percent. There's an issue right now.
A very high percent of them are dropouts. There's no such thing as a dropout. Those are forced outs. If you make the situation uncomfortable enough, people will refuse to tolerate it and they will leave. And then we say, see, they don't value education. Whose is that?
Jeff.
There are no answers on that paper?
So give me 0 out of 20.
Where's Jeff?
Right here.
Why are there no answers on that paper?
I don't know any of the answers.
Did you even read all those items?
I did?
And you didn't know any of those answers?
Nope. Sorry to say I didn't.
You just gave up. Isidore, tell him in your language what he should have done instead of just giving up.
Metene emi o sikuma. Ko kia. Uma ka tutaman. Mo kuisk. What you should have done is tried harder to understand what we're doing here. If you don't care about the people, then you'll never learn.
So the bottom line is, we just don't care about those who are in the minority groups. If we cared, we'd know and respect some of your customs.
Mm-hmm.
If we cared, you would not be on reserve.
And that's one of the things that always bothers me. And I guess as long as we have that kind of a system, nothing will ever change.
That's the reality you live in.
That's the reality I live in.
Thank you for sharing that. Everybody, turn to the next sheet of paper on your tablet. Put your eye color in the upper right-hand corner of the front page. On the left-hand side, on the top line, write these words. How they looked. Read yours.
Brown, interested and curious.
What did you say? First word?
Brown, interested and curious.
Does anybody want to deal with that?
I can't believe we sit through something like this and you come up with brown. That's amazing.
Whenever, throughout this whole thing,
Other than the difference, did you get anything else out of this at all?
But with that one single word, you just divided us even more.
But what's scary is somebody that's as educated as you can come up with a better word than brown. And that a person as educated as you are is educating my children. The future, and you can't come up with a better word than brown?
I was asked to describe this particular situation.
Okay, but this is life for us. There's always division. You know, we fit in to the white world, and you know, we change our ways to try to fit in with you guys. That's the life that we live.
Let me ask this question.
I'm sorry if I offended
Let me ask
anyone.
this
I'm
question.
just
How many
simply...
of the rest of you, blueies, wrote the word brown for how they looked? Raise your hand. Gotcha.
I don't know. I don't think it's that significant, quite frankly.
Is everybody learning something here?
Everybody but
Blue
Joe.
people that
But
cannot
that's right.
learn.
You can learn something from people who refuse to learn.
Yeah.
You can learn something. We study fossils all the time. Have y'all been told how much we care about you? Have you heard that message? Have you gotten that message that we care? Look how much we care about you. And then you come into something like this, and you see people who obviously don't give a tinker's damn about you, who see you one way, because that's the way they want to see you. I watched my father change his mental set at 56. I took my third graders through this exercise. I told him about it, and he said, 56 years old. And I've heard all my life, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. He said, I wish somebody had taught me that when I was 9 years old. I wish somebody had taught my dad that when he was 9 years old. That would have meant that for all those years that he was my father until he was 56, he would not have made those racist statements.
But he learned.
But he learned. He learned because he watched little white kids go through this exercise. Don't you tell me you can't learn anything in here today. Unless you are telling me that you've decided not to learn. Now, if you haven't learned anything after what that man said, if you haven't learned anything from what this man said, and what those people in here are saying, you've decided not to learn, or you think you know enough. What are your 3 words? Green, brown, and yellow?
Focused, attentive, concerned.
Very good. Surprised I am.
When we come back,
And what were you amazed at?
Stupidity.
Leave 2 lines under your 3rd word. And on the next line, write, how I felt.
I felt sorry for some of them who were really feeling bad. And I hope, things will change now that they've experienced this.
Okay, read yours.
Hurt, amused, and amazed.
What were you hurt by?
Just memories from my own life.
Yeah, this is like reliving a lot of crap, isn't it? And what were you amazed at?
Stupidity.
Yeah, in folks who are educated. Read yours.
Overwhelmed, sick, and guilty.
Give up guilt. Now, people, this is not about guilt. This is about responsibility. This is not about guilt. This is about responsibility. Read yours.
I felt embarrassed, I felt insignificant, and I felt indignant.
Yeah, what were you embarrassed about?
I was embarrassed that people can feel this way about their fellow countrymen, people that we grew up with in society. I was embarrassed. And then that emotion carried on to things that I've said, things that I've felt, things that my friends have said, things that teachers have said in school, politicians, the whole country. The emotion just expanded the more I thought about it.
Did you learn anything?
Damn right, I learned a whole bunch.
Was this a good experience for you?
Yes, yes it was.
Is it going to change the way you behave?
Yes, yes it will.
Yeah, who's responsible for that?
You and I.
You are. Because everybody in here heard the same things. But not everybody in here reacted the same way. Some people took it in. Some people internalized it. Some people let it slide off them like water off a duck's back. Thank you very much. If I can get one person who'll go out of that workshop and become an activist and say, this will not happen in my presence, then I have succeeded, and so has that person. Or they'll say, this is too tough and give it up and try to go back to what they were. And then they'll lose.
I often think back to the workshop, and I don't think that was the day that I started liking Indians. I think back to Michelle and to Greg and to Cyrus and to Isadore. I remember the faces, I remember the people, I remember the hugs and the handshakes. Now I feel like I should go out and attack this problem. The bottom line, that's what the goal of it was. Just open some eyes and change the world, one step at a time.
I guess whatever negativism I may have exhibited arises, I guess, out of the feeling that I would much rather listen to Native people talking about their problems than white people talking about the Native people's problems.
I think for the workshop, for some of those blue eyes, I don't think it hits all of them. I think some of them still left, with the same attitude. Not as strong as they first walked in, but some of them still had some attitude when they left.
I was trying very hard to be a good listener. It's something that I've recognized in myself that it's a quality I want to expand on. Boy, oh boy, it was a great exercise in this workshop for me to start to become a better listener, and that's one thing I'm going to remember fondly.
My views as a whole didn't change because racism is out there, and it will continue to be out there because of ignorance. But I certainly came away from there a little more encouraged, knowing that there are people willing to learn.
It gave me the ability to see that it's all about power. It's all about this person is not answering your questions or not doing those things or not asserting themselves because somewhere along the way the power's been taken from them. And so I feel like I'm more empowered to help people with that, particularly in my own classroom.
This type of enlightenment and knowledge spreads rather quickly, and it gives hope to some, it gives strength to others, and it challenges everybody to take a look at themselves and how they walk and talk in their daily lives.